Excuse me for the audience, please sit closer to the stage. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's thank the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given us some mercies and blessings so that we can attain this agenda without any troubles and obstacles. Secondly, salawat and salam may always be given to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the lightness. The Honorables, Your Excellency, the Dean of Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia, Dr. Asmuni MA, and also the Vice Deans, Dr. Nurholis and Dr. Muhammad Roy Purwanto. Your Excellency, Head of the Department of Islamic Studies, Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia, Dr. Anto Priyo Nugroho, and the Secretary, Mrs. Tulasmi MEI. The Honorables, Heads and Secretary of the Study Programs in the Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia. Our honorable speakers, fellow participants and researchers. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. A very warm greetings to each and every one of you. Welcome to International Conference of Islamic Studies and Social Science for Students, Discovering New Landscape of Islamic Studies and Social Science in the Digital Age, organized by Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia, November 26, 2022. I am Winih Baiti Humairah, the Master of Ceremony of this event. On behalf of the organizing committee, we extend our appreciations for your presence today. Without further ado, let me pass on the order of events. Here's the agenda. First, event preparation. Second, opening. Third, reciting Quran. Fourth, singing the national anthem and hymn of UII. Six, opening remarks. And continue the keynote speech. Seven, there will be panel session. And the panel session will be next to plenary session. And the last is announcement from the committee and closing. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's open the seminar ceremony by reciting Quran. Please welcome the Qari Ahmad Nabil Mubarak. The time is yours.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره
The next agenda, singing the national anthem and hymn of UII. Please welcome choir leader Lia Uzma Nurdina. The time is yours. Please have a seat. The next agenda is opening remarks. The first speech will be delivered by the Vice Dean of Faculty of Islamic Studies. Please welcome Dr. Muhammad Roy Purwanto. The time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi syrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amma ba'du. Invited speaker also Muhammad Sebti and Talha Ayub, and all audience, beloved audience and speaker who join this international conference. First of all, I would like to thank to you for joining this international conference. I think this international conference is very interesting today. Why? Because in this conference, it is specially for the student. So sometimes we find the international conference for the lecturer, for the professor. But today, it is the international conference for the student. Okay, maybe one of you, all of you asking, why this conference just for student? Why? Because we have program to make the student, especially student for Islamic Studies faculty, to be expert in collaboration, in writing, in research, and also in publication. So this international conference today, I think it is one of the method, one of the steps to make them expert in collaboration, presenting, and also presenting idea, and also the research for the student especially. And I hope, we hope in this conference today, you can get some advantages from this conference, because I think this theme or this topic is very interesting, discovering new landscape of Islamic studies and social sciences in the digital age. I think it is very interesting for you all participants here, because when we are talking about Islam or Islamic studies, we can find that we can close Islam, or we can look at Islam by different perspective. We can look at Islam, we learn Islam by perspective of law, by social perspective, by
Thank you for such a great opening remarks. The next agenda is keynote speech will be delivered by Mr. Ahmad Sazali, LCMH. Please welcome Mr. Ahmad Sazali. The time is yours.
Cek. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa mawala, amma ba'du. Honorable Dean of Science are also general science. Yeah. Actually, in the view of Islam, there is no dichotomy between Islamic studies and general Islamic science and general science. Actually, yeah. In a sense, there is no dichotomy. But in practice, yeah, to make easy in studying, yeah, to make easy in learning the science, we classify science. Yeah, we classify science. For example, this international conference classify Islamic studies and social sciences. Yeah. I also find from the book Islamic Science and the Making of the European Renaissance, yeah, by George Saliba. He also classify Islamic science, Islamic science and Islamic science in the meaning of al-ulum al-islamiyah. In his book, Josaliba referred the term Islamic science as rational science, al-ulum al-aqliyah, or even philosophical science, al-ulum al-falsafah, which were developed by Islamic civilization. That is Islamic science according to George Saliba in his book Islamic Science and the Making of the European Renaissance. In history, as we know that Islamic civilization contribute to the development of science. According to George Saliba, one of the most interesting aspect of Islamic civilization is the rise of scientific tradition that was crucial to the development of universal science in the pre-modern times. This is the contribution from Islamic civilization. Without Islamic civilization, I think, as we know, Western civilization cannot achieve this modern era. There are many contributions from Islamic scholar. As we know that Ibn Rushd, Abai Rushd, the second speaker of Aristoteles. Without Ibn Rushd, Western civilization, Western people maybe didn't know about the thoughts of Aristoteles, the philosophy of Aristoteles, and there are many other contributions from Islamic scholar at that time. And one of important principle that was born from the concept of Islam rahmatan lil alamin is al-Islam soleh li kulli zaman wal makan. Islam can always be applied in everywhere and every age. Soleh li kulli zaman wal makan. From this principle, Islam should also be able to exist even in this era, in the era of multi-centrism. I think this international conference, the student will discuss about how to implement the concept of Islam rahmatan lil alamin and also Islam soleh li kulli zaman wal makan, in this era, in this multi-centrism era. That is the second keyword from me. The last keyword from me is ijtihad. Ijtihad. This last keyword is very close and relate to our duty, our task as a scientist, as an academist, as a student, as a lecturer, because we do it. Ijtihad is a necessary, that must be done. Without ijtihad, we cannot apply, we cannot prove that Islam is rahmatan lil alamin. The concept and the principle of Islam rahmatan lil alamin and Islam soleh li kulli zaman wa makan cannot be applied without ijtihad. Because what? As we know that revelation is stopped. There is no revelation anymore after the death of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Al-Quran and As-Sunnah mutanahiyah. Al-Quran and Sunnah mutanahiyah. This is limited revelation. So how can we apply Al-Quran and Sunnah with the characteristic, with its characteristic limit characteristic in the changing era. Yeah. Okay. In usul fikih, ijtihad usually related to law. Yeah. There are many definition from the usul fikih scholars, yeah, define ijtihad in the context of legal finding, yeah. For example, according to Abdul Wahab Khalab, ijtihad is badlul juhdi lil wusul ilal hukmi syar'i min dalilin tafsili min syariah. Yeah, make an effort to reach the Sharia ruling from the detailed guide from Sharia. But even though the term of ijtihad related to law, according to the scholar of usul fikih, but I think the spirit of ijtihad is also important not only for legal finding, for law, yeah. The spirit of ijtihad must be continued for all aspect of human life, for all aspect of scientists, yeah, of science. From ijtihad, we learn to explore the values from Al-Quran and Sunnah to be realized, to be adopted, to be implemented in our life. Yeah. Okay, that is the last keyword from me. Yeah. The first is the act of multicentrism. The second one is Islam rahmatil alamin, with its principle also Islam soleh li kulli zaman wal makan, and the last one ijtihad. I think these three keywords can frame this international conference topic. Yeah. And the last one, on behalf of Rector and Vice Rector of Universitas Islam Indonesia, I congratulate you on participating in the international conference. Yeah, have a nice discussion, and thank you. Yeah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ahmad Sazali, for the special keynote speech. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next speech will be delivered virtually by Insinyur Wiryono Raharjo, M.Arch, PhD. The screen is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia. Honorable invited. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah. Wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma shalli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia, honorable invited speakers, and all the participants of the International Conference on Islamic Studies and Social Science. First of all, let us thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the health and opportunity He has given us to attend this international conference. I have to apologize for not coming directly to the venue of this conference, because the schedule is conflicting with my travel itinerary to United Kingdom. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la syarikalah. wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma sholli ala Muhammad wa ala alihi washabihi ajmain. Honorable Dean of the Faculty of Islamic Studies, Universitas Islam Indonesia, honorable invited speakers, and all the participants of the International Conference on Islamic Studies and Social Science. First of all, let us thank Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for the health and opportunity He has given us to attend this international conference. I have to apologize for not coming directly to the venue of this conference because the schedule is conflicting with my travel itinerary to United Kingdom for a university assignment. So I'm broadcasting this message from Jakarta Airport. This is not a keynote speech, but rather an opening remarks to quickly kick off the event. Ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow students, we are now living within the context of Industrial Revolution 4.0, where we experience digitalization in everyday life. I think I'm lucky enough that I belong to the baby boomers generations. We experience both pre-digital age and the changing landscapes of everyday life to digital world. Now our challenge is not how to get information, but how to choose what fits us from the abundant information we get through the digital platform, through the internet. Today, we can ask the search engine on the internet almost everything we want to know, including all informations about Islamic world, from learning how to read Quran to how to choose the halal food. We can self-taught ourselves using virtual platform to understand almost everything about Islam. But the problem is, how can we know whether the information we receive is valid or not? How can we trust the providers of information? I guess this conference is meant to respond to those questions. Universitas Islam Indonesia has set a goal to become a research and entrepreneurial university. In order to achieve that, we have set the plan of digitalization of university since 2018. This conference is part of it. I hope you all can get the most benefit from this conference. Have a fruitful discussions. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Main event is panel session. This panel session will be hosted by Cahya Wulandini. The screen is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As you know that we live in age digital age, also referred as information age, which it's such a transition from the traditional into the modern era. Today, in this great opportunity, we have several speakers among us to discuss. For the first speaker is Mr. Muhammad Sebti from the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Tunis University. Aywa qabla ibtida ibahtinal yaum sa'akralakum an asirah adzatiyah lil muhadhir. Al-Ustadz Muhammad Sebti ja'a min Tunis mutahasilun ala doktorah fil ulum al-islamiyah tahassus Al-Fiqhi As-Siyasah Asy-Syar'iyyah Sanata Al-Faini wa Wahid wa Ishruna minal Ma'had Al-Ali lil Hadharah Al-Islamiyah Al-Jami'ah Az-Zaitunah. Ihda minal mu'ahilat al-ilmiyah lahu anahu talib magistir sanah tsaniyah munhatun bikismi ilmi ijtima bikuliyatil ulum al-insaniyah wal ijtimaiyah bi Tunis jami'ah Tunis sanata alfaini wa tis'ata asyara ila alfaini wa isyruna. Fahunaka khamsatul mabahith minad dirasah wal buhus alati qad ukima bil bahthi mundu sanata alfaini wa thamaniyata asyara hatta alfaini wa wahid wa isyruna. Thumal ansitah al-madiyah al-madaniyah anahuna syitun fil harokah athaqafiyah. Tayyib, kanal waqt muhaddadan ala salasina daqiqah. Tayyib kanat waqt muhaddad ala salasina daqiqah falyatafaddal ilaihi mashkura.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
شكرا. بداية مرحبا بكم وشكرا على إتاحة الفرصة للمحادثة والتعرف على الأجواء العلمية بأندونيسيا، وشرف كبير لنا المشاركة في هذه الندوة، وأشكر الإخوة الذين اقترحوني للمشاركة. أخص بالذكر الأستاذ فؤاد حسن الدين بارك الله فيه. مداخلتي اليوم إن شاء الله ستكون حول بعنوان الإعلام الديني بين العالم العربي وتركيا، الطرق الصوفية وحركة النور نموذجا. لكن لا أعرف هل الشاشة، أنا أحاول أن أشارك. نعم ممتاز. أعتقد أنها الشاشة ظاهرة عندكم صحيح؟
نعم.
ممتاز. إذن هذا العمل كما حدثتكم سلفا هو بالأساس عنصر من عناصر مذكرة ماجستير أعدها وأنتظر المناقشة إن شاء الله حول مقارنة بين الإسلام في البلدان العربية والإسلام في البلاد التركية والنماذج الدينية المختلفة بين هذين البلدين. بما أن موضوع الندوة مهتم خاصة بالأعلام وبالأعلام الرقمي، اخترت أن آخذ هذا العنصر وأخصصه أكثر بالبحث. فعنوان مداخلتي كما أسلفت الإعلام الديني بين العالم العربي وتركيا، الطرق الصوفية وحركة النور نموذجا. بداية أريد أن أتحدث عن الدول العربية التي عرفت بعد انهيار الخلافة، يعني عرفت شكلا جديدا من الانتظام السياسي، عبارة عن يعني الدولة الحديثة وعلاقتها بالمؤسسة الدينية كانت على علاقة ما يسميه الأستاذ الدكتور عبد الوهاب المسيري بالعلمانية الجزئية، بمعنى أن الدولة هي دولة علمانية، دولة حديثة، ولكن لا تترك المجال الديني حرا وبمعزل عنها. وهذه العلمانية الجزئية أنتجت مؤسسة دينية تابعة للدولة. نجد هذا في كثير من الدول العربية. الأزهر هو مؤسسة علمية ولكن يتبع الدولة المصرية، في تونس الزيتونة، رغم يعني محاصرتها في نظام بورقيبة، قامت كذلك الدولة بالتعامل مع هذه المؤسسة كأنها جزء من الدولة وليست شيئا غائبا عنها. ثم طبعا لن نتطرق إلى كل مكونات المؤسسة الدينية أو الحقل الديني في العالم العربي، وإنما أخذت نموذجا الطرق الصوفية. مقابل هذا في الحالة التركية بعد انهيار الخلافة وقيام الجمهورية في تركيا، الجمهورية التركية تعاملت مع الظاهرة الدينية وتعاملت مع المؤسسة الدينية بمنهج مختلف يصطلح عليه بأنه علمانية كلية، بمعنى إقصاء كل مظاهر الدين والتدين من الدولة ومحاولة محاصرة أشكال التدين في المجتمع. ولا داعي للإطالة أعتقد في هذه العناصر، لأن الإخوة ما شاء الله أعتقد أنهم مطلعون على الحيثيات التاريخية لهذه الحقبة. هذه العلمانية الكلية أنتجت قطيعة مع الدولة على مستوى المؤسسات الدينية. هذه القطيعة ستنتج لنا ما يمكن أن نسميه الإسلام الاجتماعي. هذا مصطلح جديد. ماذا نقصد بالإسلام الاجتماعي؟ أولا هي حركات إسلامية تتميز بمجموعة من الخصائص. يمكن أن نقول أولا أنها تنطلق من نصوص مؤسسة ذات خطاب إصلاحي. هذه الحركات تعتمد خطة إصلاحية ولا ليست لها أهداف روحية مثل الطرق الصوفية، ليست لها أهداف علمية مثل المؤسسات العلمية والمدارس الدينية، ولكن هي لها هدف يتعلق بالمجتمع، يتعلق بالاقتصاد، بالأسرة، بالعائلة، وتكتب نصوص في هذا المجال. طبعا لأننا اخترنا الحالة التركية فالبحث كان مخصصا في الحركة النورسية، والحركة النورسية هي حركة مؤسسة على نص، وهي رسائل النور التي كتبها بديع الزمان سعيد النورسي كما ترونه في الشاشة. النقطة الثانية التي تتميز بها هذه الحركات التي نسميها إسلاما اجتماعيا هي تنظيمها الحديث لمؤسساتها. هي تتمتع بمؤسسات، وهذه المؤسسات يعني مكونة من عناصر معقلنة كما يقول ماكس فيبر، يعني هناك إدارة عقلانية للمؤسسات. اخترنا من هذه المؤسسات مؤسسة وقف الخيرات، وهو حركة من جملة الحركات النورسية، لأن الحركات في تركيا متعددة، والحركة النورسية في حد ذاتها بعد وفاة المؤسس سعيد النورسي افترقت إلى مجموعة جماعات ولها اختلافات ولها استراتيجيات مختلفة ومواقف سياسية مختلفة. فنحن اخترنا وقف الخيرات لاعتقادنا أنه يعني تتمثل فيه أهم الشروط لفكرة الإسلام الاجتماعي، أو لنقل أنها نموذج مثالي. نعم. هل سمعتم الكلام السابق أم أعيد؟
نعم سمعت.
ممتاز. إذن قلت أننا نستند في مفهوم الحركة الاجتماعية أو في تعريف هذا المفهوم إلى المبادئ أو الشروط التي اشترطها عالم الاجتماع الفرنسي ألان تورين. بالنسبة لألان تورين لا يمكن لحركة اجتماعية أن تكون كذلك إلا إذا توفرت على مجموعة شروط. هي أولا مبدأ الهوية، ويقصد به أن تكون الحركة على وعي بهويتها، على وعي بخصائصها، على وعي بشعاراتها. ثانيا مبدأ المعارضة، بمعنى أن تكون للحركة خصم مباشر، عدو مباشر تحدده وتحدد تضارب مصالح بينها وبينه. فالمبدأ الثاني هو مبدأ المعارضة. المبدأ الثالث هو مبدأ الكلية، ويقصد به ألان تورين أن تكون للحركة مجموعة من الأفكار ومجموعة من العقائد التي توحد المجموعة. فهذه الشروط الثلاث نحن نعتقد أنها تتوفر في حركة رسائل النور، وتتوفر كذلك في وقف الخيرات بالأساس، لأنها حركة تقوم على النص التأسيس الذي كتبه سعيد نورسي، وهي حركة تعارض الكمالية وتعارض الإصلاحات العلمانية التي شهدتها تركيا عقب انهيار الخلافة وتأسيس الدولة الحديثة، وهي أيضا حركة تعي لها مواقف في جملة من القضايا الإسلامية والسياسية والاقتصادية، فينطبق عليها هذا المبدأ. في مقابل الحركة الاجتماعية نجد مفهوم مخالف، هو اللا حركة الاجتماعية، نو موفمون. هذا المفهوم من ناحية عالم الاجتماع الأمريكي من أصول إيرانية عاصف بيات. بالنسبة لعاصف بيات، اللا حركة الاجتماعية هي مجموعة الأفراد العاديين الذين يقتحمون الفضاء العام، و يعني دون أن تكون لهم خلفية سياسية أو تكون لهم نشاط معادي للدولة، ولكن فقط هم مجموعة من الأناس العاديين الذين يقومون باقتحام الفضاء العام. طبعا اللا حركة الاجتماعية يمكن أن نحددها أيضا لو اعتبرنا مناقضة المبادئ الثلاثة التي تحدث عنها ألان تورين، نحددها بمجموعة نقاط. هي أولا هي خلوها من الإيديولوجيا. اللا حركة الاجتماعية ليس لها إيديولوجيا سياسية توحدها. ثانيا هي خلوها من المعارضة، بمعنى أنه ليس للا حركة اجتماعية عدو واضح، وخاصة عدو سياسي. وثالثا هي خلوها من التنظيم إلا في الشيء البسيط أو الشيء يعني الأساسي الذي لا يكون فيه معه أي اجتماع ممكنا. باعتقادنا أن هذا يعني تحول نشهده في العالم الإسلامي ككل. يعني قديما في زمن الخلافة كانت المؤسسة الدينية أو الحقل الديني مكونا من مؤسسة علمية ومن الطرق الصوفية. المؤسسة العلمية طبعا تحتوي على المتكلمين، علماء الكلام وعلماء الفقه، تحتويهم الحركة المؤسسة الدينية ومعهم الطرق الصوفية. لكن بعد انهيار الخلافة سنشهد ظهور الحركات الإسلامية، وهي حركات مختلفة من حيث بنيتها ومن حيث خطابها ومن حيث رهاناتها عن التنظيمات الدينية القديمة التي عرفها الإسلام. هذا التحول هو يعني تحول في البنية الدينية نعرفه، وهذا التعريف طبعا ليس لي إنما هو لعالم الاجتماع الفرنسي روجيه باستيد، وهو اشتغل كثيرا على التحول الديني. يعرف التحول بأنه كل تغيير يعرف بأنه انتقال من بنية إلى أخرى باعتباره ثورة في الأنظمة. من هنا سنطرح إشكالية البحث. فإشكالية بحثنا إلى أي مدى ساهم التحول البنيوي من نظام الخلافة إلى الدولة الحديثة في تطوير استراتيجيات المؤسسة الدينية الإعلامية بين العالم العربي وتركيا. كفرضيات لهذا البحث نحن نطرح جملة من الإجابات الممكنة عن هذا السؤال. أولا نطرح فرضية الاستمرار، حيث سيسهم التقارب في خصائص المادة المعرفية المقدمة داخل كل من التنظيمين في تقارب الاستراتيجيات الإعلامية، بمعنى أن الطرق الصوفية هي بالأساس تجمعات روحية تمارس الوعظ، تمارس الدعوة الإيمانية، وأيضا رسائل النور هي رسائل فيها جرعة روحية عالية وفيها جرعة إيمانية عالية. فنظرا لهذا التقارب في المادة المعرفية التي يقدمها كلا التنظيمين، نفترض استمرار أو نفترض التقارب في الاستراتيجية الإعلامية. ثانيا فرضية القطيعة، حيث ستسهم الاختلافات الجوهرية في الخصائص البنيوية لدى كل من التنظيمين في اختلاف الاستراتيجيات الإعلامية، لأننا كما قدمنا هناك اختلاف جوهري وبنيوي ظاهر بين الطرق الصوفية وبين الحركة الاجتماعية النورسية. فعلى أساس هذا الاختلاف نحن نفترض أن الاستراتيجية الإعلامية ستكون مختلفة تماما بين الفريقين. الفرضية الثالثة هي فرضية التوفيق، حيث ستسهم التطورات التكنولوجية في تقارب النشاط الإعلامي داخل كل من التنظيمين، باعتبار أن النشاط الإعلامي الرقمي هو نشاط حر، ويمكن لمن شاء فيه أن يبلغ رسالته دون أي ضغوط على الأقل نسبيا. الآن لندخل في موضوعنا، سنقارن بين استراتيجيات الإعلام بين التنظيمين. أولا سنبدأ باستراتيجية نشر التراث. ما هو التراث أو ما هي خطوات النشر التي يقوم بها كلا التنظيمين؟ في حالة الطرق الصوفية نحن نشاهد أو نلاحظ فقط الطرق الصوفية في العالم العربي، أتحدث طبعا لا أتحدث عن الطرق الصوفية في الجملة أو في كل العالم الإسلامي، أتحدث عن العالم العربي بالأساس. نلاحظ طغيان نشر التراث الصوفي، بمعنى أن كل طريقة من الطرق تحاول أن تنشر أدبيات مؤسسي الطريقة، أهم شيوخها في آداب الطريقة وسلوكها إلى غير ذلك، ويكاد يقتصر نشاط هذه الطرق على هذا العمل فقط. في حالة الحركة النورسية ووقف الخيرات نحن سنشهد مجموعة من الأنشطة. أولا في الفترة الأولى التي تأسست فيها حركة رسائل النور، كانت الحركة تشهد تضييقات أمنية، وكان هناك منع للكتابة بالخط العربي في زمن أتاتورك، وكان هناك منع للأذان والصلاة بالعربية أيضا، وكان هناك مضايقة للممارسة الدينية عموما. كانت الحركة تستنجد بكتابة الرسائل النور، تكتبها يدويا، ومن خلال الكتابة كونوا شبكة اجتماعية تتناقل هذه الرسائل، وكل فرد من الجماعة يكتب الرسائل بيده عشرات النسخ لتنتشر هذه الرسائل تدريجيا. بعد انتهاء هذه الحقبة التاريخية انتقلت الحركة إلى طباعة المصحف. الحركة الآن لها في إسبرتا مطبعة كبيرة، تقدر أنها ثاني مطبعة لطباعة المصحف الشريف بعد مطبعة الملك فهد في السعودية، ونسخها توزع إلى كامل العالم الآن. كذلك الحركة تطبع رسائل النور وتطبع ترجماتها، والحركة تترجم الرسائل إلى أكثر من لغة، ترجمتها إلى العربية وإلى الإنجليزية وغير ذلك من اللغات، وأعتقد حتى بالإندونيسية أنها موجودة هذه نسخ باللغة الإنجليزية بالإندونيسية عفوا. أيضا على ضوء هذا النص التأسيسي الذي هو رسائل النور، نشأت مجموعة من المجلات الدراسية والدعوية. مثلا هناك مجلة ذا بين بالنسبة لوقف الخيرات تصدر باللغة الإنجليزية، هناك مجلة محكمة باللغة العربية والإنجليزية تنشر، هناك مجلة للأطفال، هناك مجموعة من الدوريات الخاصة برسائل النور. وأيضا النقطة الأخيرة هي تنظيم المؤتمرات. هناك سعي لتعريف برسالة هذا الرجل، وهناك مؤتمرات دورية فيها. الآن ننتقل إلى خطة الإعلام التقليدي. في حالة الطرق الصوفية نلاحظ أولا أن أغلب الرموز الصوفية في العالم العربي تنشط كثيرا أو تظهر كثيرا في القنوات الحكومية. كلنا نعرف حالة الشيخ محمد متولي الشعراوي الذي كان مفسرا للقرآن، وكان أيضا مريدا في طريقة الشاذلية، وكان من الوجوه البارزة في الإعلام المصري الحكومي. كذلك في سوريا الدكتور سعيد رمضان البوطي رحمه الله أيضا كان له حضور في النظام الإعلامي السوري الرسمي. في الخطوة الثانية بالنسبة للطرق الصوفية هناك ما يسمى بالقنوات الخليجية، قنوات مثل اقرأ والرسالة هي قنوات بالأساس خطها الرسمي ليس صوفيا، ولكن تسمح للمنتسبين لهؤلاء الشيوخ أن يظهروا في إعلامها، وأن يقدموا مادة باسم الطريقة الصوفية أو باسم الخطاب الصوفي. في حالة أخرى سنشهد بروز قنوات خاصة بالطرق الصوفية، بعضها لم يواصل مثل قناة الصوفية كانت تنشر تصدر من الأردن بقيادة الطريقة الرفاعية، لكن انقطعت لمشكلة تمويل. الآن نشهد مثلا قناة الإرث النبوي، وهي قناة تبث من اليمن ويشرف عليها الشيخ الحبيب عمر بن حفيظ شيخ الطريقة الباعلوية. في مصر أيضا نشهد هناك قناة الناس. قناة الناس كانت في البداية قناة ذات توجه سلفي وهابي، ولكن بعد التحول في مصر وما يسمى بالانقلاب في مصر أصبحت القناة قناة صوفية المنزع، ويشرف عليها الشيخ علي جمعة، وهو أيضا من شيوخ علاوة على أنه كان مفتيا للجمهورية المصرية، لكنه شيخ للطريقة الصديقية الشاذلية. ما نلاحظه في الحركة النورسية يبدو مختلفا تماما. أولا، الحركة لها شبكة من قنوات الراديو المحلية، يعني هناك قنوات راديو في مناطق مختلفة من جمهورية تركيا تشرف عليها الحركة، لكن الحركة لم تأخذ بعد القرار في تأسيس قناة تلفزية، فهي تحضر في برامج الدينية في القنوات الحكومية وفي القنوات الخاصة التي تمتلكها الجماعات الدينية في تركيا. يعني الوضع في تركيا هناك الجماعات سواء كانت حركات إسلامية أو الطرق الصوفية التي تحولت هي نفسها إلى حركات اجتماعية، كثير منها له مؤسسات إعلامية خاصة به، والقنوات هذه الخاصة يحضر فيها ممثلون من وقف الخيرات ومن الحركة النورسية. إذا ما نلاحظه على مستوى الإعلام التقليدي هو ارتهان الطرق الصوفية في خطتها الإعلامية إلى السلطة، فهي تتحرك تحت ظل السلطة وتلتزم باستراتيجيتها عموما. أما في الحالة التركية فنجد نزعة الاستقلالية، يعني هناك دائما حذر، وحتى هناك عزوف عن الحضور المكثف في القنوات الحكومية ورغبة في النشاط الحر. النقطة الثالثة، على مستوى الإعلام الرقمي نجد الطرق الصوفية تنشط كثيرا على مستوى صفحات التواصل الاجتماعي، خاصة الفيسبوك وتويتر. نجد منشورات كثيرة في تنشر المحتوى الصوفي. في الحركة النورسية سنجد نشاط أيضا في صفحات التواصل الاجتماعي، لكن ما لاحظته على مستوى الحركة النورسية، لأني سافرت إلى تركيا وقمت بعمل ميداني وقمت بمقابلات مع عرب نورسيين وأتراك نورسيين وصوفيين أيضا، ما لاحظته أن هناك توسع في الخدمة على مستوى النشاط الرقمي. يعني هناك مجموعات على الواتساب، وهناك مجموعات على الفيسبوك، وهناك أنشطة، كل الأنشطة تقريبا للوقف تبث أو تنشر على صفحات التواصل الاجتماعي. هناك دروس افتراضية، بمعنى أن هناك الحركة طبعا في الأصل تقدم دروس إيمانية ووعظية لمنتسبيها في بيوت خاصة هي تسمى مدارس النور، لكن بسبب جائحة كورونا واعتكاف الناس في منازلهم أصبح هناك استراتيجية جديدة، وهي تنظيم دروس على وسائل التواصل الاجتماعية من نوع زوم أو جوجل ميت أو تليجرام أو غير ذلك، وتكونت وحافظت الجماعة على هذا النمط حتى بعد زوال جائحة كورونا. والحمد لله، يعني تجد مجموعات مكونة من 5-6 أفراد يتدارسون، لهم درس أسبوعي، وكل واحد فيهم من منطقة في تركيا أو حتى من منطقة في العالم، وهذه الجماعات تستثمر هذه الطفرة الإعلامية في نشر أفكارها. ما يمكن أن نقوله في حالة الطرق الصوفية أن المادة التي تنشر في صفحات التواصل الاجتماعي بالأساس هي مادة مناقبية، بمعنى أنها تنشر فضائل الشيخ، شيخ الطريقة، وفضائل الأذكار، وتحاول أن توحد المريدين حول شيخهم وحول الطريقة. وأيضا يطغى على هذا المحتوى الإعلامي للطرق الصوفية في العالم العربي، أؤكد على أنه في العالم العربي، أن هذا الصراع السلفي الصوفي والجدل الاستدلال وجدل الشرعية الدينية نجده طاغيا جدا في صفحات التواصل الاجتماعي للطرق الصوفية. لكن في حالة الحركة النورسية نجد أولا مادة إيمانية دعوية بحتة، يعني تحاول أن تصل الفرد أو تصل المؤمن بحالة من التفكر الديني، ولا تتحدث كثيرا عن شخصية المؤسس وشخصية الرموز التي تبعت المؤسس في طريقه. وثانيا سنجد استثمار هذه المادة الإعلامية في عرض الخدمات الاجتماعية التي يقدمها الوقف. يعني مثلا في حالة وقف الخيرات هو عبارة عن مظلة كبيرة اسمها وقف الخيرات، تندرج تحته تقريبا 8 جمعيات كبرى: جمعية للأطباء، وجمعية للمعلمين، وجمعية للباحثين والأكاديميين، وجمعية للطلبة إلى غير ذلك. ولكن بالأخص هناك جمعية تسمى خيرات ياردم، بمعنى خيرات المساعدات الإنسانية. هذه الجمعية يعني تساعد الفقراء والمساكين سواء داخل تركيا، وتركيا تشهد حالة لجوء كبير من السوريين والعراقيين داخلها، وكذلك خارج تركيا وخاصة القارة الإفريقية وجنوب شرق آسيا، أعتقد أيضا لهم حضور في ذلك. فالحركة تستثمر هذا الخطاب الإعلامي أو هذه الطفرة الإعلامية الرقمية في عرض هذه الخدمات الاجتماعية لتكسب تبرعات أكثر ولتكسب أنصارا أكثر. إذن بعد هذا الطرح وبعد هذه المقارنة يمكن أن نجيب عن أسئلة الفرضيات التي طرحناها في بداية العرض. ماذا نقول؟ نقول أولا أنه لا يوجد تقارب في المادة المعرفية التي تقدمها الطرق العربية التي يطغى عليها خطاب الرقائق والمناقب مقارنة بالمادة التي يقدمها وقف الخيرات، وهي مادة دعوية إيمانية اجتماعية بالأساس. إذن الفرضية الأولى ساقطة وليست صحيحة بناء على استقراء الميدان الذي قمنا به. ثانيا، الفرضية الثانية أن الارتهان المؤسسة الطرقية للسلطة العربية أسهم في تحجيم خياراتها الإعلامية، بينما سمح الاستقلال النسبي والمعارضة أحيانا في حالات معينة بتطوير استراتيجيات إعلامية مختلفة. إذن يبدو أن الفرضية الثانية صحيحة. الفرضية الثالثة يتبين لنا أنه رغم ما يتيحه الفضاء الرقمي من حرية في صناعة المادة الدينية، إلا أننا نجد أن أزمة الطرقية العربية على مستوى الخطاب والتنظيم ألقت بظلالها على نشاطها الإعلامي الرقمي مقابل حسن استغلال الإسلام الاجتماعي لهذه المساحة. في النهاية أشكركم على حسن الاستماع وبارك الله فيكم. شكرا.
أيوة، معد هاشيا بحثنا اليوم من أستاذنا محمد السبتي. نشكركم أستاذ.
مرحبا، شكرا وجزاك.
علمنا على تطوير الأعلام الديني في الحركة النورسية وطرق الصوفية. ثم كان سؤال من هذه المادة سيلقى في آخر البرنامج، فإذا وجد منكم السؤال فاسألوا في الدورة الأسئلة والإجابة أي Q&A session. So we turn into next speakers. There is Mr. Talha Ayub from Postgraduate Program of Business Department at BPP University, England. Okay, before we're going into Mr. Talha Ayub presentation, I would like to inform you about his curriculum vitae. Mr. Talha Ayub, an ACCA part qualified accountant who was graduated from Bachelor at Accounting and Finance, University of Management and Technology, Lahore, Pakistan, in 2016 until 2020. And then he continued to MSc Accounting and Finance, ACCA of BPP University, London, England, in 2021 until 2022. For the experience, as what had mentioned before, he is an assistant accountant of REC Business Service at London, England, since 2021 until now. In 2019-2021, he was a sales manager of Hermes Communication at Lahore, Pakistan. All right, as what states at the agenda, sir, you have 30 minutes in ordering topic, digital economy. Mr. Talha Ayub, the screen is yours.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Talha Ayub. I am your speaker for today's webinar discussing about discovering new landscape for Islamic studies and social science in digital age, especially for the students. So basically what we're going to discuss. Everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Talha Ayub. I am your speaker for today's webinar discussing about discovering new landscape for Islamic studies and social science in digital age, especially for the students. So basically what we're going to discuss about today is new opportunity which are developing nowadays in a digital age for the students and how it would be helpful for them in near future. But before we start, let me introduce myself. As you already know that my name is Talha Ayub, as you see on the screen. And I have done a bachelor degree in accounting and finance in a university called University of Management and Technology. It is located in Lahore, Pakistan. And then 2 years ago, I moved to England, in London, to start my master's degree, which is also in accounting and finance from a university called BPP. And I recently completed my master's, and I'm still continuing my ACCA professional qualification. Currently, I'm a part qualified accountant, and while studying ACCA, I'm also working as a accountant in an accountancy firm in London called REC Business Services. It's a small accounting firm who provides services to different businesses related to accounting and VAT. And additionally, I also work as a freelancer on different projects, accounting related projects or a digital related designing and all those stuff. So as we done with over my introduction, let's start the this seminar. And so the plan for today would be, what we're going to discuss today is mainly about the digital economy. We're going to understand what digital economy is, and then we're going to see the challenges and the opportunity we are facing right now in a digital economy and digital age, and how we can overcome those challenges. And also we're going to discuss about the Islamic fintech challenges, as is this seminar is related to Islamic studies, so we need to include Islamic fintech related discussion and the challenges and how we can overcome those as well. And in the end, we're going to discuss the new landscape for the student in the digital age. In this way, we would be able to discuss more about the opportunity for the students who are watching it right now and through online as well, that how and which skills they require to be successful in today's world, which is very competitive and very demanding, because most of the skills which us have, which we have, there are so many people having the same skill. So what really makes us different from them when we gonna graduate from university, how we gonna overcome those challenges, and what are the main skill or the things we should look after when we would be get into the professional life and the market. And I would able to share my experience as well. Being in Pakistan, I was working part-time while studying, and how much it was helpful and how it affected my studies and how it's affect my personal development. And also while coming in the UK, I started part-time work while studying in my master degree, which was helpful as I was studying in the same field as I was working in, so which was quite lucky for me. And in the end, we're gonna finish this conference with a conclusion. Few of my points which I like to share with you guys, and so we can start the conference. I'm recording this video at night from England, as we have a totally different uh, totally different timing, and that's why I wasn't able to come into this seminar live. So just to use more digital age to communicate with you guys and provide you some of the information which might be helpful for you. So let's start. And I hope that all of you are aware of what digital economy is, but we can just go through it again just to understand it more, which would help us in this seminar moving forward. Okay, sorry. So what digital economy is basically is when you connect economy with digitalization, it basically become a digital form of economy which you can see everywhere around you, from your phone, smartphones to tablet to TV. So everywhere it is somehow connected to the digital economy. It also known as internet economy, as most of us are using internet. Even you are using internet to see me right now. It's also called a new economy, a web economy. So you can use so many names, but the meaning would be the same. It just depends how you say it. And due to the increase in the use of advanced digital computer technology, it somehow help businesses and teach businesses how to run differently as compared to what they used to be, and how to trade differently. And trade has been made online. Before it was all physical. Nowadays you will see everything from a transaction to a contract to the meeting to the inspection of the goods. It all online. You can see it on your phone. There are so many portals, so many ways to see how your business is working, and different departments monitor your employees, how they're working, their performance. All are related to technology and advanced technology which we are using nowadays. So digital economy basically help us in a workplace as well, make it easier for everyone, like employees, to work together without any issue, especially with the time difference and locations. Some people are living in another country and still able to work together and be more productive rather than sitting together and doing nothing. So it's a quite easier, cheaper way of working together without and overcoming all the issues they might face if they're working physically. And most of the company nowadays, big companies or small companies, are having a remote working, it increased due to the COVID more faster, but that was the only way forward in future. Even if I think if there wasn't be any COVID issue, it might take few years for the companies to move remotely, but due to the COVID, uh, that was the only option they see, and which helped them to develop their online presence and move remote working more faster, and which also give employees a life balance, a great life balance, which actually increase the productivity in their work, which allow organization to get the benefit from. And as I told you before, I am working as a freelancer on several projects. So when we are talking about digital economy, there is a form called e-commerce, which is a part of digital economy, a very big part of digital economy. And e-commerce is like a different website. You might heard about Amazon, eBay, Alibaba, AliExpress. These are the all e-commerce website where there has been trade. They are the supplier, they are the buyers, they are manufacturers, middlemen are there who do business with the different businesses, direct customers, and there are so many ways they are using. And then there's a e-banking system, which is everywhere from your smartphone to your computers. You don't really need to go to the banks just to do any transaction or any information. You can download it from your hand, from your phone. So in future there would be a less physical banks as compared to right now, and as there would be a less consumer banking, there would be a less jobs, banking related jobs. So if any one of you thinking about having a future jobs in banks, that wouldn't be a long term, as if you are getting ready for the future, you need to make yourself ready that you should go to those industry which are more into digitalization and have more longer jobs available if you are planning to job rather than working on yourself and working on your business. Then there is also a cryptocurrency, which had a boom during COVID, and had a big price on the market, and now it's getting settling down. And crypto is a digital currency which we cannot see but we can trade, and it has some kind of value with it. It goes up and goes down, so it just depends how you use it, when do you sell it, what kind of cryptocurrency you're going to buy. So the timing and the information about cryptocurrency is very important if you are planning to invest in that. And that's the simple digital economy. So if we go to the next slide, so let's see the challenges like we might face and would be facing in digital economy. So I believe that whenever there is a challenge in any industry, even in our life, for example, so the challenge also bring opportunity for us to develop into a stronger human being. And it goes with everything in our life, even the business related challenges. If you overcome the challenges, somehow your business would be ready to take opportunity, and those challenges gonna give you a way to find opportunity which you can use in your businesses. And as is written, the bigger the challenge, the bigger the opportunity it would be. So it's all depend how you see it and how you take it, and that's how it is. So I believe there are few top challenges when it comes to digital economy. And the first one The biggest one, which I believe, is lack of knowledge and expertise in our industry, especially when it's related to digitalization for the employees. Some employees are not really adjusting themselves, updating the information which they need to, as new advanced technology are coming every single day. We need to update ourselves with the latest industry technology to able to cope in a competitive market. As it always gonna be competitive, there would be always gonna be a new things coming. So we need always to be ready. And the more main problem company face is they are unable to find a suitable person for a specific job, as they most of the people lack the expertise they are looking for as the updated one, which are linked with advanced technology. So updating yourself with all the advanced information is really important. And how we can do that is to keep on looking for advanced knowledge and update information about each and every single thing related to our field, because the learning in life and even in your workplace never going to be finished, no matter you are CEO of a company or a small employee. The learning going to be with you and going to be with you until you are living in this world. Somehow, from somewhere, you're going to keep learning, no matter you're learning from the people who are ahead of you, or you're learning from the people who are in the lower ranking with you. But learning is very important. And if you have a mindset and attitude to learn, that would be helpful for you in future as well. As I can't discuss so much about one single topic, as we have a minimum time on each topic. So let's move on. So how we handle the challenge in the digital economy is somehow there's always a discussion about technology that will remove existing jobs, and but on the other hand, the technology innovation will give a new opportunity as well for all of us. And we can focus on the things which we can do better with the new technology. And so, as I said before, it's about how you look at things rather than how things is. We always have a problem solving mindset. If you're able to develop that, it would be helpful, and will be helpful in this digital age, because that's the only thing most of the companies are looking for, that how you would able to handle the pressure and pressure in the company, and how you make decision under pressure. So there are challenges and opportunity in everything, as I said before. Nowadays it is very easy to provide services. This is one of a example of a challenge and opportunity at the same time. So nowadays it's very easy for a company or a new company to provide services. They just go to online like Amazon, Alibaba, or any place, and make account there, and able to provide services to all over the world. It's not a specific country they're providing to, and they can reach 1,000 million of customers without any issue, which create a challenge for other companies who are working in the same field, that there is a more competition, as there isn't any barrier to enter into the market. And that's the reason which make it more harder for all the companies to work in the same field with the same mindset, as they need to keep change their mindset, have a different mindset on every single time. With the advanced technology, they need to upgrade themselves, and if they're not going to do that, they're going to be left behind. For example, most of us in this seminar, I think, heard about a mobile company named Nokia. In early 2000, when I was a kid, I only know one mobile company at that time. It was Nokia, and it was really famous all over the world, especially in Pakistan. But the issue with them is they stay with the old technology they are using, and they think the customers are too loyal with them, and they're gonna stay. Sorry about that. Let me move a bit just to make a light. Yep. So what I was saying that they was thinking the customer too loyal with them, they're gonna stay with them no matter what they're gonna do because they like the product even it get old. So they never upgraded themselves as time goes on. And other phone companies like iPhone, Samsung, they use a new technology, use a smartphones, which is why you are barely going to see a Nokia phone in this world. I don't think any one of us in this seminar sitting or watching online have a Nokia phone. And I don't even know if this company still exists. They used to make few phones, but they are so left behind from as compared to other companies in the mobile industry that they cannot really compete it anymore. So this is a prime example of how you need to upgrade yourself as time goes on, other than stay and have the same strategy of a company all the time. So you need to change your strategy as per the technology, as per the demand of the people, which is a example in the digital economy. They didn't really go digitally as they was using the same kind of phone for the last so many years, and they were successful in that. But there is no guarantee if you are successful in the same plan before it's gonna be helpful in the future as well. You need to see the surrounding, what the customer demand is, what the customer behavior is, and you need to choose wisely your decision, especially when it comes to the business. So as we was discussing about the challenges and opportunity, so when company provides services without a barrier, it give a challenge to the other companies in the market as there is no barrier, and also give an opportunity for the company to think differently, uniquely, to make a different product, to give it to the customers, and they can see it, and they can recognize it. These are the international kind of companies which are providing fintech services. And Islamic fintech, as compared to the original fintech, is very new. I think it started in 2013, very recently. So it's not really as old as compared to the other fintech companies and the services. So it is compared to the other fintech is very new, and but it is growing very fast, which is a good thing. And I think the challenge they will be facing is to provide a different services as compared to the other fintech companies who are providing. They need to get to the customer and give them what they really need, rather than giving the same old product, just changing the name to Islamic fintech rather than changing the concept of the products and services. And how they're going to cope with the consumer banking in fintech, in Islamic, how they're going to get the solution for the shortage of employees and shortage of jobs around the world, which would be a impact when the fintech gonna grow. So these are the main issues, I think. And the Islamic fintech platform have been established in a different countries, or software or physically. It can be done by the reports as well. But to have a emotional intelligence is a different thing, which might give us a edge as compared to the industrial revolution, which is a 4.0, which is mainly related to the reports and everything that most of the countries and the companies are using, even in manufacturing, automobiles, medicine, medical operation. They're using so many machines, less doctors in that. So to have those things which cannot be done by the reports are always beneficial for the future, as you can't be replaceable. And the second thing I think is cultural intelligence. But cultural intelligence is to able to understand different cultures and values, because in digital age you're not just gonna interact with the people in within your country. There would be many people who are living internationally, and you need to know their culture and how to value them, how to talk with them, and how to have a good communication with them based on their beliefs and the culture, which are very helpful, which again give you an edge as compared to the other things. And the third thing is geek common, which is simply meaning is keeping yourself up to date, which I told you guys before, with the new technology, and keep on advance yourself, upgrade yourself with the new information within your field. And the fourth is virtual collaboration. It's like how you interact with people. Usually, like the way I am interacting with you, is one of the way to have a e-meeting, you can say. Nowadays, no one really want to sit in the same room for a meeting. They can have a meeting online. So you need to have the right attitudes and the right behavior, how to attend the meeting, how to talk in the meeting online, as well as a physical meeting, which is very important. And the last thing is, which is the most important thing, I believe, is a critical problem solving skill, which I think is more in demand right now as compared to past year, and it would be in demand in the future as well. What critical problem solving is like, basically yesterday problems solving skill will not solve the same problem tomorrow as well. So you need to have a different kind of mindset from a different problem, rather than using the same method to solve every single problems. So having a critical mindset about different problems in different ways, it's a very good skill to have, and you would able to have it by experience, by thinking about different problems and how you would able to solve them, which is a important thing to have in this world. And yeah, and if we next go to, we already I think exceed our time limit here, which was 30 minutes, but I went to more, so we're just gonna finish it up with the conclusion. Let's go to the second slide. So in conclusion, I would say that I think the balance is the most important thing when you talk about the digital age and the digital technology, and the balance between digital technology and social interaction is the key um, to move forward. You can't really depend on one thing. Digital technology, I think it's a good thing, make our life easier, but to have a less social interaction gonna be a damaging part in our society, and as a personal development as well. So we need to move forward, even with the digital technology, digital economy, even it's booming too much. But we should not forget the importance of having a social interaction, with the actual people physically, rather than doing everything online. For example, nowadays, most of the kids, even adult, spend more than 8 hours on screen. When I say screen, it's include the computers, laptop, phones, and most of the time they are using TikToks, these kind of application, Instagram, which is all right when it's in the limit, but it give you the addiction to use it again and again and again, and is actually wasting your time rather than giving you any productivity in that. So the main thing is how you use the technology. Technology gonna be there forever now. It depends how you use it. You can use it in a wrong way, you can use it in the right way. You can use to benefit you in your life, or you can use to waste your time in your life. So everything have a good effect and the bad effect. It just depends on you how you take it. So yep, it is very important to use, have a, have a physical presence as well rather than just a digital one. And in our school, in university, in a education system, internationally or in your country, we should promote both of them. So a kid, a student who would going to be graduate, able to cope with both the environment, a digital environment as well as the physical environment. So he wouldn't be have any issue in future when he went to the market. He go to the market, he able to cope with both the environment without any issue. And yeah, this is the main I think conclusion I can give on the digital kind of thingy. And if we go move forward, before I sign off, just wanted to share with you guys a few of the YouTube channels. I know everybody watch YouTubes. I don't know which YouTube channel you guys watch, but it's better to watch something which is going to help you rather than watching something which is useless. So I think these are the top 10 channels which actually develop your thinking and mindset and help you in your future life, especially when it comes to a professional life. And you can go through it and might see some information which would be helpful. And so that's all for my side. Thank you so much for inviting me and sitting there listening to me.
From each other. As from the discussion, we got the point about new landscape for us as students, especially in Islamic vintage. Alright, if you have any question about this topic, please save it well until the Q&A session. Okay, now we'll introduce you to the next speakers, Mr. Suud Sarim, Karimullah SHMH. He was graduated from Islamic Law Department of Universitas Islam Indonesia with cum laude predicate, and then he continued his master's degree in Sunan Kalijaga State Islamic University, and now he is continuing his master's degree in Basic Islamic Sciences, Department of GumuOhane, University's Institute of Social Sciences, Turkey. For organizational experience, his life surrounded by the organizational activities since 2009 until 2021, from Vice Local Leader H Islamic Boarding School of Mambaul Ulum Bata-Bata, Pamekasan, East Java, Indonesia, to Head of Education of DPW, Ikatan Mahasiswa Bata-Bata, Imaba, Turkey. He was joining a lot of courses and trainings. One of them is the Advocate Professional Special Education, PKPA, organized by Islamic Family Law Department, Universitas Islam Indonesia. Okay, let's welcome Mr. Suud Sarim Karimullah. Sir, please welcome.
Thank you. Cek. Halo, tas mawon?
You smile, Ustaz.
Tamam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in amma ba'du. Good morning everyone. How are you today? I wish you well this morning. First of all, thanks to Pak Rektor UII, Profesor Fathul Wahid, Pak Dr. Asmuni, then of the Faculty of Islamic Studies, my lecturer, Pak Dr. Muhammad Roy. Assalamualaikum, Pak.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And Pak Dr. Muhammad Muhsin Ahmad. The role committee in this event will allow me to share knowledge and experience. Please share my PowerPoint. Tolong bagikan PowerPoint saya, udah kirim.
Ya, wait.
Thank you. This morning, I will apply techno-religion conceptual of religion between religious interaction and technological differences. This discussion is very interesting to study because it's in the conceptuality of religiosity in the digitalization era among Muslims with technological differences. Religiosity is not a feeling in time of relating to feelings, but several to relationship. This relationship is not a relationship that can be left, measured, and categorized and physical one. On the contrary, this relationship seems to be in a spiritual area, with this matter of the soul or conscience of Muslim. This is because the change caused by technological development are only for physical purpose, not for inner need. In addition, I will describe the social regions change that occur in the digital era with an analysis of the dynamic of social change and the impact and technological effect on social religion strength or in the life and religions people. Please stay slide one. Okay. The success of technological in solving various life problem makes people aware their authority and power. Many modern people feel they don't need gut interest of service life problem. Few people openly then God and strengthen because the thing that good is just a human imagination. And this also happened in the academic world. Few lecturers and students doubt the role of religion or even openly state the fact and religion are no knowledge neither. Next. Interaction of Muslim with technological defense. The human need for technology to make in easier for them to do their activities in the mind factor, introduce new technology. The consumptive style of human toward and very light technology, thus according human themselves first to create new technological tools, because on this basis, technological development is a symbol of the point of advancement of human civilization. And this is also a factor that human are requirement to learn of utilize the technology itself if the does not want to be said be out of that. Technological progress and its influence on the world today in reality that cannot be avoided in projects. So human must participate that control and utilize and according to God will at the will of humanity. Most Muslims don't view the product of technology as that, but as a form of progress and development of the time that must be life. They even make this technological product inseparable from everyday life, as seen in using mobile phone, smartphone, and laptop for communication tool and searching for information via the internet by Google. Next, the main reference. Okay, the main reference in the religion life of Muslim has always been the ulama. Development of the digital era result in the shift in the internet interaction Islamic literature to an online system originally from print literature. Today, society prefer internet-basic things, such as a foreign religion starts from the internet and social media. Thus, making written and publisher create literature about Islam through social media. In addition, scientific and scientific and teacher and student use a lot of digital, yellow book or kitab kuning digital, such as the Maktabah Samilah. To strengthen Islamic studies, the development and various kinds of social media is also interest of number and prefer for friends knowledge and or information about Islam on social media such as Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Social media is considered to be the assist to more advertisement. In addition, the development of various applications spread along with the production of smartphone with operating system closer to human life and a mind at different and comfort for this user. In addition, it can also be used to make an incident to get information about Islamic scholarship and carry out Islamic law, such as Muslim OS operating system, with contain the application of the digital Al-Quran, digital Hadith, Al-Bukhari, Al-Maktabah Samilah, Hijriah calendar, and other, which were developed from the free forward community to support Islamic knowledge and carry out worship of God. Development of the operating system has also penetrated all the digital equipment that can also support Muslim worship activities, such as the Al-Quran in the form of the gadget equipment with the talking pen, so so that is can make so when pointing to a server ayat in the Quran, a digital clock for reminder, player time, digital tasbih, and digital money that can be used to pay zakat and etc. In employment worship activities carried out by Muslim, we often constant technological development in these worship activities. The application of technology, it worship activities in market by the presence of technological tools or technological these defenses, which have facilities change with worship activity with all variation of level. May all in all place of worship, masjid or musalla of Muslim who have used technological advance as tool or instrument in the worship activities. Therefore, Islam position is a people who are now Islam who are known to have a higher degree. It could even be that people who have science and technology are better off than people who are spent in worship, considering that the facilities of worship are thanks to the service of technology expense. Next. Slide next. Digital transformation in social religions is a relationship structure. Digital information with technological advance has an impact on social religions, change that life in society. This digital transformation refers to the way technology support religion studies with various technological find that support it, such as broadcasting activity and the dissemination of religion message that have great importance to the media, especially in the context of people living in the today digital era. In many ways, technology can inspire the perfect cerebral social culture activities, including prepare religious message. At the same time, Free and technical have also become a new site for the spiritual meaning. So use certain technologies for religions purpose in is a solution for modern society, so that they can still have access to religion meanings. Next. Several religion ritual in Islam has begun to be reflected in the digital environment. Religion ritual begin with listening to religious lecture on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and other. Attending at prayer, free day prayer, sholat Jumat virtual, sholat Jumat online, Tarawih online, and playing zakat with one's thought using technological tools. In addition, a group reading of the Quran or tadarusan and tahlilan activities is done online through the Google Meet and Zoom application. Although technological advances have made it easy to find religion information quickly. This will be various religion information transfer to the virtual environment, elimination cost of information, and turning that information into information by eliminating the human element, namely the ulama, who have a central position, ulama or kiai, who has a central position in transmission information in Islamic civilization. As civilization, Islam seeks to promote the interest of all humanity by playing instead of universal perspective, growth in the common good, and tolerance with followers and other religions. Next. The effect of technology on human relation with religion in faith reflection. The ethics of religion must reflect on the horizon and dialogue with the science, even we be the belief of other religion and culture. In sociology, religion is not just abstract ideological doctrine, but religion a part in everyday life is a set of material. In this context, religion is seen as an important part of the cultural system. In this context, religion is a religious practice that is not only related to religion doctrine, but religion is about how a person carried out this religion law. Religion requires interdisciplinary dialogue and comparison in understanding human in solving actual problem with an attitude of dialogue and interdisciplinary approach to dealing with various life problem. Religion parent to face of human life that is carry open and possible. Religion as the tool of demonstrating convincingly the unity of the material and spiritual, the human and the supernatural, as well as the present and the future amid secularism ideology that trying to repair the ritual from the material and the creative from the heavily. Religion and faith. Religion faith do not need the considered by scientific and technological progress, because technology is a practical implementation intelligence, a material for discipline values that with technology positively, negatively, and mostly relate to religion, because religion is also a value and idea. Religion and modern human are the same truths as God, creating, as God's creation, the universe inhabitants. A faith belief thoughts beyond enlightenment for developing science and technology, so that human remain aware of the limitation. No matter how good human of the technology as finds, the flaw, human cannot uncover all the mysteries of life in the universe. The value of modern science and technology to apply the event of life and the event of the universe also not makes people feel pessimistic about life and its future. Be it individual safety or social safety, this is where Islam, as a primary religion can guide human. All of these can be reflected from the character of Islam as Rahmatan lil Alamin. Next. Conclusion. Various devices resulting from technological advance have facilitated change in worship activity. It has also become a tool for transforming religions message to so that all religion people can access them more widely, including Muslim. Nevertheless, religion people must be more sensitive and careful in accept this religion message because various religion information transfer to be virtual environment limits the cost of information and content. The information itu information by eliminating the human element, namely the ulama or kiai in Indonesia, who have a central position and transmission of information in Islamic society, civilization, with the help of science and technological advance. Every believer in Islam to be able to have a wider dialogue in carry out this responsibility and improve the quality of life together and favor the universe. Thank you very much for attention. Enough for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Okay. If you have any question for this topic, for the presentation from Mr. Suud Sarim, you could save it well until the Q&A session. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you tired? Okay, I like your spirit, guys. Okay, now we next into the next session is about our last speaker, Mr. Ahmad Afnan Anshori.
I'm here.
Okay, sir. Please welcome. Mr. Ahmad Afnan Anshori is a lecturer in religious studies at State Islamic University Wali Songo, Semarang. He is now currently a PhD researcher in Redboud University, Nijmegen, Netherlands. And he is focusing in ecology, fikih, like fikih lingkungan. So now, he was studied at CRCS Gajah Mada University, Yogyakarta. That was his first master in comparative religion in 2004, and then he continued his study in Curtin University, Perth, at 2009. So he also a bachelor in Islamic Law Department, Universitas Islam Indonesia, in 2000. Okay, so Sir, the screen is yours. Please welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, it is like online reunion with my colleagues, my friends, especially Dr. Roy Purwanto, and then Dr. Muhsin Ahmad, Dr. Nurholis, and yeah, everyone that I cannot mention one by one. Thank you for the invitation. I'm sorry that I cannot join offline, and so I cannot have coffee together with you after this because I'm not in Semarang. Let me here to share part of my dissertation. My project is about the role of actually not only Nahdlatul Ulama that I will discuss in this occasion, but also Muhammadiyah. But because of the limitedness of time, I will only discuss about Nahdlatul Ulama. Maybe next time we can continue discussing about Muhammadiyah and compare the roles of these two movements. Actually, this is also part of global movements because you know that NU and Muhammadiyah are the largest Islamic-based movement in Indonesia, and it also has global roles today. But I will, as I told you before, I will focus on Nahdlatul Ulama only. Not all things, not all aspects, but I focus only in two issues, namely water and waste. Okay, we go to the first slide. Ecological crisis is a common challenge and concern for people of different religious, ethnic, and national backgrounds. There can be momentum for collective work, solutions to environmental problems. Because solution of environmental problems cannot be carried out partially or only by one or two people, or by one or two organizations, or by one or two religion, but they must involve all parties with a variety of appropriate approaches. They require not only technical approaches, which actually so far have been undertaken by experts, but also a strong theological foundation, since specific environmental crises and forms of damage result from theological approaches to nature. We can refer, for example, to Lynn White Jr., which is very popular in terms of relation between religion and ecology. Lynn White Jr. argues that the roots of the ecological crisis lie in religious cosmology. Moreover, they argue that religious norms and traditions which promote the exploitation of nature are dangerous and must be criticized, even must be reformed. And then the ecological crisis is one of the main problems of sustainability in Indonesia. Actually, not only in Indonesia, but also in the world. But I will focus only on Indonesia. Uncertain policies, weak law enforcement, fast population growth, economic growth, changes in people's consumption patterns, poor sanitation, and insufficient waste management are some obstacles that led to environmental degradation in these developing country Indonesia. Also, the environmental school programs that foster environmentally responsible behavior have failed to build environmental awareness for students due to the top-down method that have been applied in schools. we have like what we call pendidikan lingkungan hidup. Yeah, not only in basic school, but also in some university they already taught this course. For example, in my department, comparative religion in UIN Wali Songo, we have what we call we have a course agama dan ekologi atau agama dan lingkungan. Yeah, because we see that this is the crisis that we are facing now, that every student should understand, so they can anticipate, not only anticipate actually, but they can solve these problems. They can solve this crisis. And then, yeah, furthermore, Gottlieb in 2003 argues that as element of every human civilization, religions are undoubtedly critical components of the ecological crisis. Also, as I write here in the slide, religions have been recognized as useful driver of support for ecological movements. Religion's appearance in the background of the ecological movement is not something new actually. Why? Because religion influences people and create ethics underlying necessary attitudes towards nature, or we can say in bahasa Indonesia akhlak lingkungan, bahwa agama itu bisa menjadi inspirasi sebagai akhlak lingkungan bagi setiap muslim. Governments and non-governmental organizations on environmental affairs have become increasingly aware that religions can inspire people to deal with ecological problems. Ini yang berpendapat seperti ini itu orang-orang Jepang ya, Aoki ya, pernah ke Indonesia dalam penelitiannya. Dia mengatakan bahwa sebenarnya agama itu bisa menginspirasi orang untuk menyelesaikan masalah lingkungan. Regarding the case of Islam, yeah, McLeod and Palmer again argue that more attention should be paid to raise people's awareness of the relationship between Islamic teaching and ecology, rather than on ecological principles only, which they found were sufficiently understood. Next, please, next slide. Okay. This is Nahdlatul Ulama. I think I don't need to explain what is Nahdlatul Ulama, because you know Nahdlatul Ulama is the younger brother of Muhammadiyah, because it came after Muhammadiyah. Jadi ini saudara mudanya Muhammadiyah gitu, yang kita semua tahu, jadi saya nggak perlu menjelaskan lagi. Yeah, maybe we can go straight, but I will try to explain a little bit about what is the role of NU in ecology, and the question that I will discuss in this presentation is what are the roles and methods used by Nahdlatul Ulama in tackling environmental problems, more particularly water and climate crisis. Ya. Jadi yang akan saya bahas di sini adalah tentang apa peran dan metode yang digunakan NU untuk menyelesaikan masalah lingkungan, untuk merespon masalah lingkungan, terutama air dan krisis iklim. And then the second one is the theoretical framework that I use in this study. Actually, is strongly inspired by Pak Zainal Abidin Bagir, who is now the director of ICRS, and also my colleague Martian both write in 2019 that the important case to furthering Islam and ecology discourse is to pay more attention to the empirical study of living tradition and practices. So in this research, I will say the traditions, actually, especially the discourse that NU developed in responding to ecological problems or crisis. So what is the role of NO in tackling ecological problems? In NO, for example, I think everybody or everyone who knows NO know what is Bahsul Masail. In Muhammadiyah, we have the same forum called Majlis Tarjih. So Bahsul Masail's forum produce some products like fikih lingkungan or fikih of environment, and then fikih penanggulangan sampah plastik or fikih of plastic waste management, fikih energi terbarukan or fikih of renewable energy, and then NO also established institution called Lembaga Penanggulangan Bencana dan Perubahan Iklim, or LPBI, or in English we can say Climate Change and Disaster Management Institution. It also has environmental program called Pesantren Hijau or Green Pesantren Boarding School. There are some pesantrens that became like pilot projects. If I'm not mistaken, there are 7 to 10 pesantrens, but this is not big pesantrens, because the manager of this program said that okay, we don't need big pesantren to be pilot projects, because we need pesantrens that really have enthusiastic and courage, to understand what is ecology and how the santri and the ustad can learn, can understand ecological problems and how to solve this using religion or Islamic values. And then the last one is they have a program like a waste management program, or called Bank Sampah or Waste Bank. And then NU also developed the program not only Bank Sampah but also Sedekah Sampah or waste donation. Why? Because by using the term sedekah, the program will have like spiritual value or religious value, because it is important that if you have a program applied to Muslims, so it must have like Islamic label. I don't know, because Muhammadiyah also have like this program Sedekah Sampah, but I don't know further is this program Sedekah Sampah was inspired by Muhammadiyah or not. I don't know. I think I need further research. And then in NO, they also have like eco jihad or jihad bi'iyah. The contribution of NO through Bahsul Masail in realizing an environmentally conscious society, or we can call eco-literacy, is by formulating ecological nuance from a fixed perspective as a guide for Nahdiyin in interacting with environment in a friendly and sustainable manner. In this context, Nahdiyin are obliged to fight for the value of environmental preservation or jihad bi'iyah as a manifestation of the ethical ecological responsibility as the Khalifatullah fil art. Okay, I will not tell more about what is Bank Sampah, because it is already mentioned before. Next. Okay, I will go to NU's fatwa on environmental issues. In 1994, at the 29th NU Congress in Banjar, it was decided, Banjar, not Banjar Kalimantan, but Banjar West Java, Banjar Jawa Barat, It was decided that environmental pollution, if it is caused damage, it is not in Banjar, but in if I'm not mistaken, I forgot the place, but in this year in 1994 in NU Congress, it was decided that environmental pollution, if it is cause damage, then the law is haram, and includes a criminal act. Jadi hukumnya menimbulkan polusi, polusi lingkungan itu haram. Itu menurut NU tahun 94 itu udah berfatwa seperti itu. And then in 2015, the Bahsul Masail Institute, it is Ulama Forum, read out an agreement on the prohibition of exploitation of natural resources that cause environmental damage. So in 1994, and then next in 2015, and then next in 2019, the 29th Congress stipulates that littering, membuang sampah, especially plastic waste, terutama sampah plastik, that endangers the environment is illegal. Jadi ini baru di Banjar yang tahun 2019, bahwa membuang sampah plastik jika itu membahayakan lingkungan maka hukumnya haram. It inspired the publication of the book. You can say the cover of the book here, a book Fiqh of Plastic Waste Management. However, there are still pondok pesantren that produce plastic bottle mineral water, such as pesantren that I mentioned, like maybe Al Yasini, Sidogiri in Pasuruan. Now I'm conducting specific research on this with my supervisor, Professor Franz Weisen, to see the relationship between these norms, issued by Nahdlatul Ulama and the actions, the practice or ecological practice by this organization. Okay, then what is the responses of Bahsul Masail? Maybe next. So what are responses of pondok pesantren? Because in NU we have what we call RMI, Rabbidah Mahadil Islamiyah. So NU cannot be spirited with pondok pesantren. So it is identical with pondok pesantren because it has I think thousands of pondok pesantren, big and small. So pondok pesantren are, as you know, a traditional Indonesia's traditional boarding school in which students live and study under the guidance of a kiai or religious leader. NU is known for its educational and cultural movement based on Islamic boarding school in Indonesia, pesantren. And one of the leading pondok pesantren in responding to ecological issues is pondok pesantren Anukoya, Sumatera Madura. I conducted research there, and then it provides pendidikan lingkungan hidup or environmental education, both in norms and practices. Next. Okay, this is an example in pondok pesantren Anukoya. They have what they call cool savingers, jadi pemulung sampah gaul. Itu untuk menunjukkan bahwa sampah itu bukan sesuatu yang kotor, tapi harus didekati dan di-manage, sehingga mereka menggunakan istilah sampah gaul. Why they have this program? Because, it teaches the prohibition of single use of plastic. About 50 students volunteered on Earth Day to pick up plastic trash in and around pondok pesantren. The created materials for the events spelled out some basic facts about the dangers of single-use plastic, and the event itself included brief presentation and discussion of initiative to reduce and recycle plastic waste. The event inspired students to form a group calling itself collector of trash atau pemuluh sampah gaul tadi. Yang tujuannya adalah untuk mengkampanyekan bahwa plastik ini adalah salah satu bentuk sampah yang tidak bisa di-recycle atau susah susah di recycle ya. Sehingga they need to form a special team ya to combine and to solve this problem. And then next. Okay, I will move to another pesantren that I researched. The pesantren is Al Yasini. I think this is interesting because it is related to what previous speaker explained about technology. So it is important to put technology close to a community, especially pesantren community. So technology is not there in the sky, and the problem or the society, the santri is there on earth. How to promote that technology is? This is the example. Jadi tadi menarik ya bahwa teknologi itu Are you there? Okay. Bisa ini ya, pindah slide ya. Next slide. Okay. So next slide is about drinking water. Yeah. Beside water installation atau teknologi pengolahan air ya. So the idea is that they use the water that used for ablution they will use the water to take ablution again. Jadi air yang sudah digunakan untuk wudhu itu bisa mereka gunakan untuk wudhu lagi. This is the idea. Okay, and then and this slide, this picture explain this is the drinking water, the result of the filtering process of the ablution water. Jadi air yang sudah digunakan untuk wudhu bahkan even water cannot only for ablution against. Ya. Ini contoh how technology should be used in fiqh. And then okay, next. Okay, process flow ablution water. Yeah, process flow ablution water recycling installation. This is also in the same pesantren, pondok pesantren Al Yasini. Jadi ini prosesnya ya secara teknis. And you know this picture was attached in the pesantren. Jadi ditempel di dinding pesantren. So santri can learn how the technology works. Jadi bagaimana teknologi itu bisa bekerja. Ya, walaupun begitu santri kadang ada yang tidak mau menggunakan air ini karena they still understand that okay, it is better to use old fiqh. Jadi yang mereka pahami kan bahwa air yang sudah digunakan nggak bisa digunakan lagi karena itu musta'mal, sehingga ada sebagian santri yang tidak mau menggunakan ini. So as teachers or ustad, they need to explain the santri that actually this technology can be, this technology is valid. So if they use the water that has been recycled, so it is like the water as they used before. Okay, this is actually the important thing to make santri understand that technology can be side by side with religion. Jadi perlu menjelaskan bahwa teknologi sains itu bisa duduk sejajar berintegrasi dengan agama. Sudah habis ya? Is there any more slide?
Finish.
Okay, finish. Yeah. Okay, I will add some points. Beside this practice, NU also has role in environmental advocacy. Like for example, they have Front Nahdliyin untuk kedaulatan sumber daya alam. This is the initiative from young generation of NU to help people who needs support because they are facing ecological problems. For example, some of the advocacy carried out by Front Nahdliyin untuk kedaulatan sumber daya alam was the case of PT Semen in Indonesia in Rembang, Central Java, and also in some parts of East Java, like in the case in Sumeneb. Okay, I will come to conclusion. The eco-theology of NU is mainly formulated in the Bahsul Masail Forum, as I explained before. And then NU is trying to put eco-theology into practices, for instance, by establishing LPBNO that run various programs in order to maintain and protect the nature, such as waste bank, waste donation, eco-green pesantren, and so forth. And then the last that I didn't have it in my screen. One of the most important roles of NU in the field of advocacy is the establishment of the Nahdliyin Front for Natural Resource Sovereignty of FKN SDA in 2019. Thank you. Maybe we can, if you have questions, we can have further discussion. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, sir, for your presentation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, finally we arrive at Q&A session. We have 20 minutes in this session for 3 questions with the rules. First, raise your hand. And then, the second, introduce your name, your department, and your university. And third, state your question and give information to whom your question delivered. I mean to first speaker, second, third, or the last speaker. Do you get my word? Okay. Let's start our Q&A session. Is there any question? Maybe from first speaker, Muhammad Sebti, or the second.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Juliansyah Akbar. I'm a student from Astada Islamic Boarding School, Cikesal, Serang, Banten, Indonesia. I want to give a question to the first speaker. Ismuhu As-Sheikh Muhammad Sebti min Tunisia, Al-Jami'ah. Fakat wahid as-su'al minni, as-su'al yani kaifa halul anil islamul ijtima'i wal harakatil ijtima'i fi min ijtima'i ala ma raja'tum. ما فهمتم يا شيخ. فقد سؤال مني كيف هل عن الإسلام الاجتماعي والحركة الاجتماعي في زمن الآن على ما فكركم. فقد ذلك سؤال مني. أو كيف رأيكم يا شيخ، رأيكم عن كيف هل الإسلام الاجتماعي والحركة الاجتماعي في زمن الآن. يمكن من إلى هذا أقول شكرا أستغفركم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, thank you for Muhammad. And then next, the second question. Is there any question? Is there? Maybe to Talha Ayub or Mr. Afnan or Mr. Suud Sarim? Okay. Maybe we will answer this question into the first speaker, Mr. Muhammad Sebti, Al-Ustad.
السلام عليكم.
Waalaikumsalam. Nah, Ustaz, hadihi al-su'al. Kaifa ra'yukum anil hal al-Islam al-ijtimai wa harakatil ijtimai fi zamanil an? As-su'al min Muhammad.
يعني الإسلام الاجتماعي أعتقد أنه يثبت جدارته أو شرعيته تدريجيا، خاصة بعد موجة الربيع العربي. يعني نحن نعرف أن مع موجة الربيع العربي وسقوط كثير من الأنظمة كان هناك صعود للإسلام الاجتماعي، الإسلام السياسي، وهذا الإسلام السياسي اصطدم مع الواقع واصطدم مع الدولة العميقة وأثبت عدم جدارته في التغيير. أعتقد أن الرهان الحقيقي الآن للتغيير هو رهان الإسلام الاجتماعي، لأنه يبتعد عن السياسة ولا يهتم بالصراع السياسي، وإنما رهانه الحقيقي هو رهان ثقافي. فهذا الإسلام أعتقد أنه موجود في تركيا، نعم، موجود في أندونيسيا أيضا. يعني أنا أصنف نهضة العلماء والحركة المحمدية كإسلام اجتماعي. موجود ربما في السنغال الطريقة المريدية، مع أنها طريقة صوفية، لكن من حيث نشاطها وتركيزها على الفلاحة، ما يسمى عندهم بالجهاد الأخضر، هو أيضا شكل من أشكال الإسلام الاجتماعي. أنا أعتقد أن هذا الإسلام الاجتماعي يأخذ مساحة واسعة تدريجيا، وأيضا يستفيد من التجارب السابقة، وهو أقدر على جذب لنقل الإسلام التقليدي، يعني إسلام المدارس الدينية وإسلام والطرق الصوفية، قادر على أن يستوعب هذه المدارس، خلافا للإسلام الحركي الإسلام السياسي، لأنه في العالم العربي على الأقل هو يعني يشهد حالة صراع وصدام مع الإسلام التقليدي. وشكرا. لا أعرف إذا كنت أجبت عن سؤال الأستاذ محمد أم لا.
Nah, Ustaz, syukran Ustaz al-ijabah. Semua kaifa Muhammad? Okay. Hal visual ahor? Halas. Okay, so now we close. No, I mean my time in panel session is run out, so we will get into the last conclusion. Maybe we will begin from the last one, religion as the inspiration for people in solving the environment problems with the example that was mentioned by the speakers, such green Islamic boarding school. So did our university, Universitas Islam Indonesia, also join this trends Green Campus University. And then about digital economy, challenges and opportunities of a digital economy, actually all of it come back to us, depend on how we face it, or we gonna take the advantage of it, or we gonna leave it. We also learn about a new landscape about the techno-religion, especially in conceptualization of religiosity between religious interaction and technological devices. In this era, almost all media of worship are available in our gadget. So for the first, kanata turuk as-sufiyah wa harakatin nur yahmilu alamil arab wa turki ila tatwiril i'lam ad-dini. Okay, so this for my hosting today. Thank you for your kind attention, and thanks to Miss Winnie Baiti Humaira for giving me this opportunity. I'm apologizing for all my mistake. Then thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you so much, Cahaya Wulandini. And that was the end of the panel session. Ladies and gentlemen, the next session is plenary session that will be held after Dhuhr prayer and lunch. We're going to have break for 30 minutes and room. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.